Right. We're on. I don't know why I clap my hands, but we're on. Good stuff.
What's up?
Not much. How are you today?
I'm good. Ready to exercise, get ready for the day.
All right. Good. Good stuff. Did
Yeah.
you go to the park or something, or you haven't yet?
I haven't yet, no. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be going in kind of late right now, just going to the grocery store, then going to the park just for an hour exercise, and coming back.
Good. Are you gonna run or something?
Oh yeah, I got my running shirt on.
Okay. All right. I see. Cool. So, do you know what? I'm probably gonna be going to Apple Gel soon. Apple got me this time. They got me for a G, baby.
Yeah.
They got me for a G, baby.
For a
They
grand?
finally done it.
For a grand?
Yeah, because the new iPad Pro, the 12.9 inch, they start at 900. I think Costco might have something a little bit more better deal, but I am seriously considering it. When it comes out. So
Tell me about
um,
it. Tell me about it. What would you use it for?
so
Pretty
so
powerful.
yeah. So here's the bottom line, right? Can you pull that away, please? Thank you. Here's
Piece
the
of.
thing, right? Because like me, like my relationship with Apple has always been pretty bumpy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I just don't feel like they gave out the best technology, and then they also charge a premium for it, right? Like if you're looking at the Samsung S20 Ultra, right? Like that phone will run you like $1,400, and that's fine because you're
Yeah.
getting the top of the line stuff. Like you can charge a premium where you're actually giving people premium stuff, right? But Apple hasn't done it yet. Like their iPhones are like 2 years behind. Their Macs are like, they're not that functional. So the only Apple product that I would consider at this point is the iPad because it is the best tablet on the market. Like period. Like, I'm not arguing that. Okay. And I have an iPad. I have the second iPad ever. The the
The
the
clock.
one that the clock, right? The one that Steve Jobs unveiled right after he died, right? And then that one works. Like I was using it when I was going to college. I remember you using it to like take notes and whatnot. Now it's just a clock, right? And
How much did you buy it for originally? The iPad 2. Did you buy it when it launched?
I think
Or
I think
iPad?
it was a gift. I don't remember. I think it was a gift for my family, and then my parents don't want to use it, and I was the one that using it. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure. So the thing with the iPad is that I feel like it's cool enough for the last couple generations, but they haven't done anything to make it better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, now this year, this one, the reason that okay, due to the viruses, they used to have like an event, like planning,
The
kind of
key.
unveil all of the stuff, the keynote. This year, they just released the products, right? So we
Didn't
have
they do one? They do one September, and then they do one in March, right?
yeah. So there's typically three Apple events. There's one in November, like the fall event. You
Mm-hmm.
know, making maybe like launching some new colors for the holiday season, so people can buy more stuff. And then in June, like early June, we're gonna have the called the WWDC. That one is going to be mostly like a software release. And
Yeah.
then every year around this time, like March, they usually have an event just for hardware. So if you go through from January to December, it's going to be March hardware, June software, and fall funky upgrade. That doesn't mean anything because they want to charge more for the holiday season.
When do they launch iPhones? Isn't that in the fall time though?
Yeah, they typically launch iPhones during that time, but it depends, right? So this time around they didn't do any event. They just put out a press release and that was it, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that got me excited, first of all, like I don't like the laptop form factor that much anymore. You know,
Explain that a little bit. What do you mean?
you have a MacBook, right? I
Uh-huh.
have a laptop. You have a MacBook Pro 2015, right?
Yeah.
Which run out of batteries or and a storage pretty much constantly.
The battery is declining pretty. When I use Skype, it actually runs pretty. It dies pretty fast for some
Yeah,
reason.
because it's very
And
intensive.
the storage initially, it's like it. I got this in 2015 when solid state drives weren't
Prime.
at the early stages of solid state drives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got the best and most memory that they could put on the solid state, which is at the time 128 gigabytes.
Right.
Now they're going up to 2 terabytes with solid state, 4 terabytes with some solid state drives.
Yeah.
You know, like the new MacBooks Pros, I believe some of them have 4 terabytes, 2 terabytes, and some of them have i9s in them, the new Intel i9 cores in them. So
Right.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just getting tired of the laptop form factor, to be honest. Like,
Oh, I see what you mean.
I want I want a screen that can pop up. I want a screen that can be like a standout. So I was looking at the Microsoft Surface Pro.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be my next computer if I need a new one, if I need to update this.
Mhm.
But my HP Expert what's is this the HP Spectre X360?
Mhm.
It's still kicking fine. Like, I got it for the last 2 years, maybe 2.5 years right now. I don't need a replacement. But for the Surface Pro line, like Surface Pro 7, with i7 and 16 gigs of RAMs, 8th generation of the chip, we're looking at $1,200 to $1,300. That's with the discount, with the type cover at Costco.
Wait, did you say how many hundred? 1,200?
Yeah, so that's 1,200 or 1,300 with the discount at Costco, included the type cover. Okay.
That's not bad. So I'm looking here, and it has an A12Z. So they have the same chip that they have, I think, in the iPhone. Is it iPhone 11 now?
You mean the Microsoft Surface or you mean the iPad?
Apple. So they
Yeah,
have
so
the same chip that are in iPhones, which are pretty
yeah,
powerful.
so they have the A12Z chips. I'm not familiar with Apple chip because I'm not in that ecosystem, but like the biggest thing for me is that I want something that is not a laptop form, right? And
Yeah.
then with a Surface, I'm ready to shell out like $1,200 for that if my laptop died tomorrow. And then for the last little bit, I'm not really using it for that much, to be honest. Like I didn't use a touchscreen for that much. I only use Evernote and Chrome and Skype, right? We do podcast recording, and that will be it.
So you don't really use it for kind of high graphics, like things you don't 3D model. You don't really use Photoshop. So the iPad would be perfect because you pretty much just go and kind of do everyday things. You go on the internet, you check your email.
Yeah.
You write maybe things that you need to write in documents.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, that's
I
similar to me as well. I don't really do a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the iPad Pro can run those things though. It can run Photoshop. It's powerful enough to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can film certain things, certain videos, and you can edit with the pen.
Right.
You like it more that it's like a touchscreen device?
Well, my laptop is a touchscreen device since the beginning. So
Yeah.
I don't really I don't say anything bad, but the thing is that if you look at the design of Surface Pro, like I was playing with that when I was in like Best Buy and Costco. To be honest, the design is not really that sexy.
Really?
You have to like flip around, and then the magnet doesn't really work very well. Now they just launch a keyboard cover for the iPad that they float.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually do like a magnet, and it will like attach the iPad here, so it floats on air.
Really?
That just got me.
That's pretty cool.
Even though for the 12.9 iPad it's like an extra $300, I was like, sign me on.
Just do it. I'm looking here at the specs.
Sign me.
It has a Retina display. So I have a Retina display on my MacBook. My MacBook's from 2015. One of the best displays, I think, on a screen ever compared to a lot of other screens.
What's the refresh rate on your 2015 MacBook Pro though?
Let me check right now. I might lag out for a sec.
Probably 60, right?
My refresh rate. So I have a
60
MacBook Pro 13-inch. Retina display, refresh rate. It doesn't really say. Oh,
It's probably 60, right?
it says
So
in Iris graphics 6100, 25, 2560 times 1600.
that's a resolution. What I'm talking about is a refresh rate, meaning how many times that the screen will blink when you are using it, right? So
I have no
from
idea.
from anything 2015 or even before 2017 or 2018, it should be 60 hertz, meaning the screen blinks 60 times a second, right? Now my OnePlus 7, the screen blinks 90 times a second, so it's a lot more smoother. And the iPad Pro is 120. So so the screen will be good. But did you see that keyboard cover? That one just got me. And then like Apple hasn't really designed something that makes me that excited for a long time. And then secondly, if you look at the price, right? Like even though you want the, let's say I go for the 12.9 inch, like 999, like a grand for the iPad, and I get a keyboard cover that put me at 1300, right? Roughly.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's pretty competitive with the Surface. Granted, that it's not a laptop, but the thing is that the Windows operating system is kind of messy, to be honest. Um, it's pretty old fashioned. And then with the iPad right now, like they just come out with a cursor support. I was just running down the situation. So you can actually connect your Bluetooth mouse to the
Yeah.
iPad. So they're gonna give you like a cursor, and you can move around. You can use it as an operating system pretty easily. So that is pretty much the biggest downside with tablets from before, is that the touchscreen is not that responsive. If you can use a mouse and they give you a trackpad as well, then boom, you got yourself a laptop.
Oh, are you talking about the trackpad? Is that the cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it looks really cool. So is it going to be included with like what you're purchasing? Is it going to be around 1300?
yeah. So the keyboard cover is $1,300. Yes. No, it's a $350 for the 12.9 inch. So so
bad.
yeah. So well, it is expensive. Like don't get me wrong, but if you think about a Surface Pro, right? The the ports are like iffy, and then with the iPad Pro you get USB Type C, pretty standard. And then the biggest thing is that I can do everything on the iPad Pro pretty much. I don't need another laptop, right? If I'm watching stuff, I can just pop it on. I'm watching stuff already. If I'm doing a podcast, I was told that there's 5 different, what's the term? A studio mic on the iPad Pro. So we don't even need an external mic. We can just pull up Anchor and go.
I'm using the mic from my MacBook. It's pretty good. So I'm pretty sure they've advanced since then.
Yeah.
With the microphone capabilities.
True. You sounded pretty good on your MacBook. So
I mean, I think that's good because like if you're going to use it more like a personal computer, and you don't really run any high graphics things, I think that it works great. Is it overpowered? Yeah, it's pretty overpowered, for what you're going to be using it for. But at the end of the day, like it's whatever you want. Because personally, if I were to get an iPad, I would go with just the standard iPad that they have, the one that's like $400, I think.
The 329.
$329, and honestly, I would just use it to watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Use it as like my phone when I'm home. Maybe reply to text, watch some YouTube videos. And I still want this. I think I want an Apple TV, so I could just play the videos, and it would stream to my TV directly from there.
Yeah, then you're talking about the ecosystem, and then the cursor support on the iPad. I think it's iPad OS 13.4. Like that cursor support is coming through the latest iPad minis, and then the last iPad as well. So what Apple is heading down the path is that they want to have a less blurriness, to between their Macs and between their iPad. I think that's why they hesitated to put a touchscreen on the MacBook for the longest time, because they want to make sure that they have a device. And to be honest, yeah, sure, like the Microsoft Surface was first to the party, but when Apple does something, it's industry leading, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then and then if Apple can come up with a better design compared to the Surface Pro, which I think they've done, and then the software is honestly a lot more cleaner than like Windows 10, and I think they really have something going on in like that regard. You know?
well, originally my brother was he's a 3D modeler student. He's
Mm-hmm.
going to be doing like game design, so he has to work with these high graphic
Mm-hmm.
computers to run his applications. And
Mm-hmm.
originally he was going to go for the iPad Pro.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be his go-to system where he would go to class, and if
Mm-hmm.
he needed to draw something, he would use the tablet and the pen to use it.
Yeah.
So it was either going to be that or the Microsoft Surface Book, not the Surface Pro,
Mm-hmm.
but the Surface, the Microsoft Surface computer.
Yeah.
He ended up going with the Surface Book computer, the Surface Book 2 for 1800 or 1900.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really powerful computer, like i7, has all these specs, 16 RAM, and he's going to be using that instead.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for. Like for me, like I'm sick of the laptop, like the form factor,
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's especially for. I mean, it makes sense for you too. Like, if you personally want to like use it, if you travel a lot, iPad makes sense. If you're tired of the standard, you can't remove like your screen from your keyboard, then that makes sense too. It's really a preference at this point. Whatever you like to use. Personally, for me, I still like the standard like computer, the laptop. I'm just kind of used to that. That way of like working with it, but I feel like the iPad has its uses for sure,
Yeah, I mean, laptop is nice and all, but to like by the end of the day, like I want to do something that's like more on a larger scale that I don't have to like carry my phone everywhere I go, listen to podcasts and watch videos, and to be honest, the Apple iPad has really been, progressing. I gotta give them props. Is that like they've like if they're still using the Lightning port, I probably will not be that impulsed to get it compared to now because everything is USB-C now, right? Like
what are they using for the charging for the iPad Pro?
USB-C.
Really?
So everything is USB-C right now. Like the Lightning port is dying off right now.
Ooh,
And then the
really?
iPhone will be the USB-C as well. So what's gonna happen is, see my laptop charger right here, like right now, like I just need to bring that to a trip and I'm done. I can charge my phone, I can charge my iPad, I can charge my laptop, I can charge my earbuds. I don't need a second different form of cord, and that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So man, like Apple got me, man. I love that floating keyboard thing. Like they're gonna got me for like a G, and I'm gonna use it. Maybe I'll get an iPhone next. I don't know, but as like an iPad perspective, like they got me for sure. So
I feel you, man. I mean, I'm maybe getting AirPods. Maybe I don't think I am. I kind of want. I don't know what I want anymore. I kind of want more the MacBook Pro. That's a nice computer, but I'm going with the PC to game.
Yeah.
So I hate the Windows operating system as well. I think it's outdated. I think MacBook OS is just way better, smoother, compact, tight. Is it more limited? Sure. Is it harder to learn? I guess a little bit. There's a learning curve, but once you get used to it, you can airdrop your photos to your computer. You can it's just so much easier. Yeah. So that's why I prefer Apple products more, and also the design of the products are just beautiful.
Yeah. Do you see the floating keyboard cover? Come on, you gotta Google that. Come on, because I want to see your jaw drops.
You can pull it up on your screen. You can share your screen.
I can show. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, I can share my screen.
Because I was reading about it, but my internet's slow.
That's a pain
so
point.
I think it is 60 hertz for my MacBook Pro.
60 hertz? Yep, that sounds about right. So start sharing. See, I was checking out Costco prices. So with Costco, See, they can do $749 for the iPad Pro, the 11-inch, and then for the 12-inch, they can do $949.
That's
right?
really cheap.
And that's actually not that cheap. But let me show you what I mean with the kickstand. Did you see this?
Ooh.
Did you see that?
Come on.
Holy crap!
Come on.
This one just got me. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the motion. Okay. So what's gonna happen is that you can take it away, and they have AR. They have 3 camera. Okay, hold on. And are you ready? The magic keyboard. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Are you ready to see this? Boom. And it opens up. And then we have a trackpad. And then you can take it with you.
Go back up a little bit. Hold up. I want to see the keyboard.
So the keyboard has a trackpad.
Right
So what that means? Okay, I want to show you the video. Okay, do you see that cursor? The little white thing toward the bottom.
Yeah, what is that?
You can use it as like a mouse. So you can do like different tags. Do you see that?
Wait, how?
With a touchpad. Or you can connect your like Bluetooth and mouse to it, so you can use it as a laptop.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
So
that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, like do you see the like the flows, and then you can just like grab it, like it will support it, and then it will charge magnetically, and then you can have one USB-C port on the keyboard, and you have one USB-C port on the iPad.
So you can have 2.
Yeah, you can have one for charging, one for files, and let me show you the. Did you see the trailer yet? Like the trailer video?
No, you can play it if you want.
Okay, I'm probably not gonna do the video, but
sponsored by Apple. Get used to it.
we are sponsored by Apple.
Use the code RDR Show for 20%.
Boom! You can just like grab it. See?
That's pretty cool. So it charges just magnetically charging. That's pretty sick.
Yep, and then the cursor is like super cool as well, because you can use your phone, you can use your little trackpad, and then you can charge it, and you can do different things with. I don't care about the camera, to be honest, but you can do AR stuff better now, and then
you know what's cool about?
Where?
I think it's cool because I think Steve Jobs wanted this from the iPad in the beginning. This was the ideas that were going to come from it. But now it's been like almost 10 years that the iPad has progressed so much, that it's like, it's amazing how far it's come and how far it can even go more. This is not even the end point of it, or its peak.
Do you know what I think? Do you know who Johnny Ive is?
No.
So Johnny Ive is the OG of like Apple. He's the one that always do the product, like narration, like aluminum, very thin, very British or Australian or Scottish, I don't know.
Yeah.
So like Johnny Ive left Apple like last year. So Johnny Ive was the person that are pushing for, the phone has to be more luxurious, like the thinner the better, even though they are sacrificing battery life. So now Johnny Ive is gone. I think we are start seeing something cooler than other stuff, than on the other side on the market.
I think it's good that to change, because not necessarily because I read the Steve Jobs biography. I read like half of it, and then he talked about how he met him, and he was one of the first people with Steve Jobs that worked on the Mac the iMac, one of the first iMacs.
Yeah.
And
John F is OG.
Yeah, he was one of the people that like worked with Steve Jobs, and he asked him a question. He's like, he knew Steve Jobs' vision, so Steve Jobs really liked him. But I feel like it's good to progress from what Steve Jobs originally wanted, because maybe it's good to have different perspectives, and that's the way Apple needs to move forward. They need to have different perspectives and different people running the creative side of all the products.
Yeah, like to be honest, like is like Apple always does this, right? Like they're always late to the party, but they improve on the certain design, right? Like the Microsoft Surface was the one that is, creative, right? They're the one that's first breaking out of the, the laptop formality. And, like iPad was the one that being considered old fashioned because they don't do that kind of stuff, right? And now, boom, they catch up with a new iPad Pro, and I'm like, sign me up. I want to use it. I want to try it. So,
when are you thinking of making the jump? Are you 100% in with this, or waiting?
Yeah, of course. I'm pretty much 100% in. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I have a kick-ass tablet and I love it. Or I might just be using that. I'm probably gonna not use my laptop that often, right? Like to be honest, like most people, they have a tablet, they also have a laptop.
Oh yeah, it's normal now, Kevin. It's super standard now.
Yeah, so for me, like why not try out, right? Like but it's gonna be more down the line. But for now, like I'm committed to like get one. Probably not right away. I want to see more, as people that review it. I want to see more people that uses it. But for now, like I'm a believer. So we're gonna toss the grant to Apple and then see what we can get. So
that's dope, man. That's dope.
Okay, so I want to ask you this. Assuming I got the iPad tomorrow, what we can do from you and I, like in terms of communication, or what we can do differently that we cannot do right now since I don't have an Apple device.
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
So, you can you can FaceTime. That's a big one. We don't have to use Skype necessarily. We can record. I don't know if FaceTime you can record. You can send like different emojis.
Emojis.
You can share contacts easily. There's a way to share contacts super like easy with like Apple. You can voice messages, pretty easy. I think you can airdrop things if you're close to each other. And let's say I'm at your house and I don't have your Wi-Fi. It will automatically open up when I go to Wi-Fi on your tablet and saying, do you want to share Wi-Fi with this Apple user? And you can say yes. You can share Wi-Fi together. If you go to a coffee shop, or let's say you're at a conference or something, and you have your iPad, you can AirPlay, and you can stream it through their Apple TV and stuff. Which is cool. Like when I go to my uncle's, like sometimes I want to watch like a UFC fight. I just use my phone and I connect it to his Apple TV and I just start playing it from there. So no cables or anything needed, and the stream is pretty good. If you have good internet connection.
Okay, so pretty a standard besides the messaging stuff. Pretty much, like I can do anything else pretty easily as well.
Yeah, it's just more streamlined with other Apple products too. It's just faster. It's just quicker. It's just, I don't know, it's more smooth,
Okay, cool. All right, so pretty exciting stuff.
We can play arcade games through the Apple Arcade game room system that they have.
We can? So we can do like multiplayer?
Yeah, just there's these little mini games that they have in the messaging, the text messages, the iMessage.
Oh, okay. What kind of games do they have? Because I'm not in the iMessage group, so.
They have like a pool, some small pool games.
They have pool?
I don't know if they have poker or not.
They have pool games?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I should be jumping into the Apple ecosystem a long time ago.
Well, it's like small games, so it's like super mini games, So here they are. So they have 8-ball, basketball, darts, ping pong, mini golf, 4 in a row, checkers, gomuku, whatever, paintball. So like,
Show me how to do the pool, because I want to know.
Well, I mean, 8 ball.
8 ball, yeah.
So I would send this. So I just send a message to a group,
Uh-huh.
and then I click play, and it opens a little window. And
Uh-huh.
from the window, oh, hold up. This is waiting for opponent, but I
Okay.
just drag it and then I let go usually. But for some reason, there's an ad. They never did ads before. Never mind.
Okay. And then another thing is, as a tech gadget person, right? Like, a lot of people that told me is that the apps on iOS is just better in terms of developing, and just better in terms of the UI. So, as a person that is double dipping with an Android phone and iPad, to be honest, I don't see myself getting an iPhone, but probably gonna be rocking the both Android phone and the iPad, so I can get a best of both worlds in that regard.
Yeah, and just compare them and see what you like at the end of the day, which operating system, because it will have the similar operating system to the iPhone. So it's just like a big iPhone. You just can't call people and stuff.
I think you can call, right? If you're connected to the Wi-Fi via like the Apple stuff.
Well, you can, so I can call through my MacBook.
Yeah.
But I think I have to be connected to my. What's different? Like I don't know. I think you can do both, but you can. It's more through like people who have Apple products and stuff.
Right, right. So I mean, it is the best tablet on the planet. Like that is what it is. And then they came out with a sick design, and then they came out with software improvement, and sign me up. Take my money.
Let's
and,
do it.
and we go from there. So
Okay.
was that enough for you? Like, do you want more Apple stuff from me?
Apple out.
Apple out. Me too. So
I might get the Apple Watch, but not anytime soon because I really want to save it for the PC game, and then we'll see. I might get the XM3s before I even get the AirPods now, the Sony's.
yeah, that's good.
I like the XM3s, so I might get the XM3s. So I'll probably get PC, XM3s, then I might go to AirPods, then maybe Apple Watch. But we'll see. Because the PC, I really want to like. I'm gonna spend a good $1,100 on it, maybe $1,200.
Okay.
And get like a pretty nice setup, nice screen, good graphics card, so I can like run pretty like all the games that I want, pretty much. So
Like Steam or something.
on Steam.
Is that the client? I tried downloading that. Like those yesterday, I was bored, but I couldn't find where I can download it.
We can play. I mean, you should. I don't know if your computer can run it, but we play this game called Left 4 Dead. Me and my uncle, and my brother, every night. It's pretty fun.
Okay. Cause I'm not a big gamer, but I was bored yesterday and I was looking at puppies, so I was like,
yeah. Are you still thinking about getting the puppies right now?
I'm doing more research. Before we're hopping on this call, I was in a rabbit hole of like looking at iPad stuff and doing research on dogs and listen to the Tim Ferriss podcast again, and getting a better sense of it.
Well,
I'm probably gonna buy a couple books.
If you get a dog and you get an iPad, you can take a picture of your dog with your iPad in 4K. Think about that.
Then what's the point? Anyway.
That'd be cool.
I'm still in the research and development phase right now in terms of getting a dog. So I'm probably gonna read a couple books, listen to a couple podcasts, and then I would say 40% chance. I wouldn't even say half and half. Probably 40% chance of getting a dog, but we'll see.
Yeah. Whatever you'd like, I need some water. I got like really thirsty.
All right, man.
Cool.
That's our latest update for the iPad Pro 2020, which I'll be getting in the near future.
I feel like you upgraded like more than me. Like you've upgraded so much like tech. I need to step in. I need to upgrade too. I don't know. I spend my money on other stuff, I guess.
When did I upgrade? Like I don't upgrade. I upgrade my phone. That's about it.
You got the Jaybirds. You got the Sonos, the speakers. You got you know what I mean. The Alexa.
Yeah, because that's my money dial. That's what I care about.
Yeah,
Your
that's true.
your money down is fighting, right? Like you drop like what, $700,
500
$500 on like 30 classes. Yeah, like that's your money dial.
on the gym. I mean, yeah, but I have money. I just like I think it's mostly the trips as well. I put money to trips, to eating out, but lately I haven't been like really spending, so it's a good time to save up and
Yeah,
maybe per. That's all. I'm gonna get the PC though. I'm gonna invest really good, expensive PC but good PC, and just keep that for years, and
yeah,
just keep upgrading it. You know.
yeah. Same thing. Like back in the good old days, I cannot believe that a laptop is gonna be more than $500. And now, like a laptop is at least a decent one. After a couple of years, will run you for like 1,200. That's pretty standard. So definitely the price is going up, my friend.
I know, but you can still get a pretty good computer i5 for like $800, like a Windows, like a Dell or something. $800, $700 for a pretty good one.
Yeah, but I don't want an i5 anymore. i5 is like 5 years ago.
I don't mind getting i5s, but on my computer, on my the PC, I'm gonna be getting I think an i7 or something like that. At least I'm
Yeah.
gonna get AMD. I'm gonna get an AMD.
Okay.
So it's gonna have 8 cores, I think, or something, or
Okay.
6 cores.
Okay. That'll be
So
pretty good.
yeah, I'm gonna get a pretty good graphics card. Dude, the thing that makes it expensive is a graphics card and the processor. So because AMD processor is cheaper than Intel processors, a
Yeah.
lot cheaper.
Is a lot more superior as well. So like that's why I want the chips to be more high end, because that's the one thing that I cannot upgrade. Like the RAMs and then the stuff, like as long as it's there, then we should be fine. But what if you get the chips like too old, or you get the chips like too outdated, then you cannot function. It's like the brain of the computer. Like you want a better brain, you don't want a worse brain. So
Exactly. That's why I'm gonna try to invest pretty good, so it can last 10 years. I'm gonna try to aim for a 10-year mark on
Jesus,
it.
it's not gonna last you 10 years, my friend.
But I'm gonna do one of the build your own PCs. So I'm gonna if I need to upgrade, I can upgrade. You know.
Yeah, but it's not gonna last you 10 years. Gaming PC, like you're gonna be getting a new one like 5 years max. It's not gonna last you 10 years.
No, well, it's just the parts. So I can just replace the parts. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see. That's what I heard. That's what I've read. So we can test it out.
All right. Cool. Exciting time for everybody, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I'm gonna get up. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm
We're
excited.
gonna we're gonna be like FaceTiming every day. We're gonna be playing pool, playing pool on an iMessage.
Oh
Jesus
yeah,
Christ. We're not gonna get anything done at all.
I know. It's gonna be good. I mean, if we're still talking about MacBooks, I was gonna get an iMac, but the iMacs, I feel like they get outdated like really fast, and they're really overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, way overpriced compared to a PC. And if you can get a $1,500 iMac, you can get for $1,000, say $500, just getting the PC. You know.
Yeah, that's probably true. So it just depends on how you perceive as your value play, right? Like for me, like the best tablet is the iPad. There's nothing really coming in second. Maybe the Samsung tablet, like the Samsung tablet sucks so bad. you know, it's like cool. Like I'm getting the best that the money can buy with the tablet world, right? But I cannot say the same thing with iPhone. I cannot say the same thing with iWatch. Maybe the same thing with an iWatch, but I probably cannot say the same thing about the AirPods. Like there's a lot more better options out there.
Oh,
So
definitely. The
so
iWatch is not bad too. It's pretty. It's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, but with an iWatch and you need an iPhone, it's like a string attachment. With an iPad, like, I can be rocking an Android phone. My OnePlus 7 90 hertz display runs like butter. I can pair it up with my iPad, and I will be fine.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So anyway,
Cool.
cool. All right. Anything else?
No, that's everything. Let me
Cool.
know if you're gonna buy it. I want to see it. You should Twitch stream it.
Quick stream the unboxing.
Yeah, the whole buying process. I'm buying an iPad Pro. That'd be so cool. Are you gonna order online?
I'm I'm thinking about getting it from like Costco, to be honest, because
Oh, yeah.
I need to get a membership, and then I need to get my Sonos there. It's cheaper there. If anything happened to my laptop, I'm probably gonna get a Surface Pro there as well. We'll see, but I feel like Costco membership is within the horizon. So.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, can I be added to your Netflix account because I want to watch Ugly Delicious?
Well, yeah, I'll see. I'll see what my parents think because it's under their account. So I got to see like if they want to share it, how many accounts we have and stuff.
I can pay you. That's fine. I can pay you for like a year. Contribute to your PC building fund.
I'll ask. I'll ask.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, man.
All right.
You haven't seen season 2?
I don't have a Netflix account anymore. The person that I was getting my accounts on for, I think they stopped paying it or they kicked me off. One of the two.
Oh, just call them up. Be like, hey, what happened?
Like I can pay for it. It's like $7 a month, but you know I want to, huh?
That's cheap.
Yeah, because I only need it for like one screen. I don't need like two different screens that can play simultaneously. But right now, I'm still trying to keep myself entertained with the books, with Amazon Prime, and once I run out of stuff to watch on Amazon Prime, I might just kick in $7. But if you can add me to the account, like I can pay you, I don't know, like $4 a month or something, $5 a month. I'll pay you for a year, and we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I'll ask the higher ups, see what they think.
Perfect. All right, man.
Good
stuff. Good stuff.
All right, Kevin.
All right.
See you, man.
See ya. Kevin signing off.